How credible are music awards in South Africa? And why does it seem like controversy always follows the outcome of these awards? And is the SMS system the best system to judge who is the best? And which song deserved to be voted Song of the Year? What time is it? It's question time. Welcome to the show, Khotsong. My name is Mpotsedu, and indeed today on Question Time we're talking about the controversial music awards in South Africa. It would appear each and every time there are music awards, thereafter somebody says something which is contrary to what has been pronounced. So indeed, how credible are music awards? And is the SMS system the best way? And how rife is corruption in the music industry? Awards. My apologies there. It would seem we're having some problem with our auto cue there. However, I'm going to start all over again. Indeed. Awards are arguably the most important part in the music calendar. With the industry boasting a number of established and upcoming artists, it is a given that competition and rivalry are bound to exist. Last month's 16th edition of the Metro FM Awards continued to be a cause for debate. This after a Twitter account by the name South African Hip Hop Mag claimed that the SABC servers had been hacked. This, they alleged, reflected the real winners of the awards. The public broadcaster has dismissed these allegations, saying the voting system was SMS-based and the results were audited. Meanwhile, the 23rd edition of the annual South African Music Awards will be held at the Sun City Superbowl in the Northwest Province on the 26th of May. We are live, and therefore you can call us and air your views on the numbers 089-110-4210, our Twitter handle at QuestionTime24. My guest today, Owen Ndlovu, is from Michael Owen Productions, and Thobela Dlamini is from the recording industry of South Africa. And on the line, we are supposed to be joined by Slicker. I'm not so sure if Slicker is already with us on the line. Slicker, are you there on the line?
Yes, I'm hanging on the line.
Oh, good. Okay, today we're going to try and be as easy, as uncharacteristic of question time. We're talking music awards. Gentlemen, let me welcome you as well.
Thank you.
All right. Now, Slicker, you heard who I have in studio, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, just briefly give me the breakdown of what has been happening in the past, 3-4 weeks or so in the music industry?
Well, I can't really give you the behind the scenes of what's been happening in the music industry, but I mean, I can only tell you what you've been seeing. There's been a lot of speculations around people putting money down for music. Whether that's correct or incorrect, there's no proof. There's been a hacker who's literally hacked the Metro FM website. But I think it all comes to a thing where it just boils down to a simple thing of the music industry, especially with digital now, is not regulated anymore. And those that try regulate it are the ones that are always getting into trouble. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that need to be fixed in the industry. You can't even link sales to the industry like you could 10, 15 years ago and link them to popularity because of the digital consumption and how that's also filtered down. So it's real right now. Everything is in the air. Because even on digital, you can pay for positioning, for people to see you, for views. You can pay for all these things where you couldn't buy 50,000 on the album like 10, 15 years ago. So the game is not as it was, and there's a lot of distortion and obviously creating a lot of speculation, and there aren't real clear answers,
Okay, well, thanks, Slicker. Just stay on the line with us. The gentleman, how credible are these awards? I mean, I think people are taking them very, very serious. I mean, there's fights, they call them beef, I'm told. There's fights about who actually won, who didn't win, and all that. Let me just start with you.
I think the awards are very much credible. It depends on the system that you are doing them with. If you look at, I'll speak of the Summers. I can't speak of somebody else because I'm not part of that system. On the Summer system, it's a very simple system. We have a pool of judges that we as the industry choose to judge different categories. And those judges, they then been given music that they ought to go and listen to and judge. And within the Summers themselves, yes, we do have an SMS line for the record of the year, because that's why you need to get public participation. And that is a category for a couple of years. You'll always find people having issues with it, because people always question who wins, who doesn't win. But the fact of the matter is they are credible, because if your person doesn't win, it doesn't mean that the next person doesn't deserve to win.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Well, Owen, you are behind the Summer Song of the Year. It's done in conjunction or in partnership with the SABC.
Correct.
And then some group or guy won the Song of the Year when, some people were expecting King Munada to walk away with Mureki as Song of the Year, or Wololo to walk away with Song of the Year, and boom, some Maskandi guy, Asam Busogulalu Van Dam.
It's actually, thank you very much for having us, and good evening to the viewers. It's not some group guy. This is a very credible artist who's been in the industry for about 7 years now, trying his luck behind the scenes. Remember, most of the musicians that get big have started as backing vocalists, as sessionists. Yeah. And thanks to Mamala Noise, they saw an opportunity there. They took the guy, groomed the guy, shaped him up, marketing, and then the guy won. And it's a beautiful song. It's popular now all over international. So whoever that wins, like Rob Tobela has said, deserves to win. Any artist can win a Song of the Year. You just have to do and follow the right thing, like voting. When they say vote, you do the voting. Yes.
But
so
how safe is the system that you use to vote for this Song of the Year? Because I mean, everybody expected Mureki or Wololo. Somebody else actually was saying Agulalegi, I don't know whether Magunani, but yeah.
Dr. Malinga.
Yes.
Let me tell you, now we've got many platforms to promote ourselves. I mean, these are the guys that use Twitter a lot. Let's be realistic. Let's look at the artist that won. It's from Mabala Noise. And I'll say this why. Because of every time I go to the Twitter, I see the tweets that go from Mabala Noise. They tweet about everything every day. So their artists are exposed. Their artists are used of marketing. And also another thing that made him Rosa to win. Congratulations to him. I'm very, very happy for him, Umpaga Fagote, to win. Because Ukozi also, they have, you can imagine, they've got so many listeners, and it happened that he's on their playlist and high rotated as well. So there was a lot of luck. And remember also, you've got too many hostels in Joburg and all over the country and in Natal. So all these guys came together to vote. But most of all, the Maskandi artists themselves, the big artists, they came together and said, we've got this guy that is likely to win. Let's come together and support. So the campaign was so huge, besides Mabalanos that have done.
So this thing had nothing to do with the fact that the person behind the awards, Umzulu, who loves Maskandi himself.
No, what I like about South Africa is a very democratic country whereby everybody is free to express themselves and to put things. But the fact of the matter is, it was purely on the SMSs, and those SMSs were audited by the very credible firm, which is Sinzo Ntaluba and Kabota, and he can attest to that.
Let me just put something into the perspective. You see, you cannot expect to win because you are Mpotsetu every time. You cannot come and say, because I'm Moreki with a song that you think it's a big song in your own space. We've got 9 provinces, and we've got too many people out there who are supporting different kind of music genres. Kaiser Khanyago made a very powerful statement. How do you expect to win when you are sitting at home and not voting. If you want to win any competition, it might be elections. That's why when it's elections, every party goes up in arms. If it's voting time and you as a record label, you don't want to brand your record label the right way, tough luck, that's your problem.
Okay, hold it there. Let's go to Hillbro. I don't know, is it Tembile or Tobile? Hello? Tobile? Well, Tobile or Tembile is not there. Okay, no. Well, let's leave it. Slicker, let me come back to you. You are in a music genre which is quite popular lately. I mean, when you started, hip hop wasn't as big as it is today, and it would appear that it has dominated this awards. Is it a genuine domination, or there's something behind this? We heard that awards are being bought.
Well, I think let's just be clear about hip-hop music. Hip-hop music is not only songs. Hip-hop music is a culture. I mean, hip-hop music, to be quite frank with you, is the only culture that literally can be, you take the music and you put it in a box and you sell it in the store for shoes. You take the music, you put it in a box, and you sell it in a store for clothes. It's one of the most diverse cultures because hip-hop is just broad. So the record might not be selling, if that's the case, and another genre could be selling. But like hip-hop is the only one that literally carries the lifestyle aspect of it, and that's why it has so much equity. Because you don't only consume hip-hop in music, you also consume it in everything else. I mean, even when you look in social media, some of the most active people on social media, besides like, say, the Mabalas that have been mentioned, or the Eras, and even Ambitious, which is a mix. The most independently active people on social media are the up-and-coming rappers and even the established rappers. So hip-hop is diverse in those ways. Okay. When we talk about things like awards, I always say that as the music industry changes, when you are literally saying you are accountable for hosting awards, you've got a huge responsibility. As an artist or as a manager, as anybody, if I find a loophole within your system that allows me to push my artist, it's one of the biggest platforms in the country. Okay. I don't have to answer to people who feel that my artist never made it. It's the guys who literally are hosting this thing who have to look at all the loopholes. So if one person can send 100 SMSs or 200 SMSs, that person, why? If you can facilitate that, why? But the artists who can't afford that, so there'll obviously be an outcry. So the simple thing is that, like, at all times, the guys that are hosting have to build a system that allows the guys who's got money and the guy who doesn't have money to actually, like, coexist without one being able to manipulate the system, if the system has been manipulated in any way. So
Slick, hold it there, my man. I'm battling a bit to hear you, but I'm told we've got Dr. Malinga on the line. Malinga, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you very much for allowing to talk to us as well. Well, you awarded yourself.
Yes, that's the best thing to do. You have to award yourself because at the end of the day, it's all about you.
Yeah,
I'm struggling to hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now. Go ahead. You were saying you awarded yourself because?
Yes, I've awarded myself because of I'm thanking myself. Like awarding myself is the best feeling because of at the end of the day, we live once. You must never in your life wait for other people to appreciate you. You must also appreciate yourself. What if they don't appreciate you? That means you will be crushed. Do you understand? Yeah. So I'm appreciating myself to keep myself going, and also thanking my fans, those who voted for me on those awards, but we never won. But guess what? According to their votes, Dr. Malinga won because they were voting the doctor himself, Malinga.
But Malinga, are you saying you doubt the system that was used to award the other artists?
No, like Slicker was saying that people have loads of money. They even vote for themselves, buy 50,000 airtime and vote for themselves. But at the end of the day, you can't fool the public, you know. I will never say who bought whatever, but the main thing is that you will never fool the public. Like the song of the year, people were expecting at home, your babes will do Moreke or something. No, the hell no. Do you understand? So, but they won. We don't know how, but they won. But according to the masses of the people, Hell No was the song that was the last one. You know, Your Levels Khobela was the powerful song than the Hell No. Do you understand?
Do you trust this awards?
You know, these awards, because of, to be honest, I never campaigned for these awards because of, I just said to myself, I mean, you know, you remember the atomic bomb that happened December. The Van Damme song was the song of the year. So I didn't waste my time. So I took that money that I was supposed to canvas with, maybe SMS myself, buy people at time. I just bought the award and awarded myself. Simple as that. Because of that one, I will never lose. Come on.
Are you still going to enter though?
Yes, we will enter, but the grace of the Lord will help us. Those people who robbing other people, if they are robbing us, God will punish them. And then, in the name of Jesus, the award, guess what? It will go to Dr. Malinga next time. But the first award that I got, it was the song of the summer song. That was my first award. And then I love to thank the people who hosted the summer song. So thank you so much for those awards. So thank you so much, guys.
Okay. Malinga, thank you so much. I can hear you getting all spiritual there, and you know the Holy Spirit seems to be taking over there, but good luck, and we really appreciate you talking to us. I must say this, because some people are sitting there at home saying, but what is Dlamini doing there? He's part of Mambala Noise on the other end. So he's probably not the best person to speak about this, but look, you have a responsibility. You sit on the board of RISA. And, but I also want to talk about Mambala Noise a bit, you know, if you don't mind. How much are you guys spending to ensure that you get this out? And I'm not saying you're buying awards, just to ensure that you're rewarded.
First and foremost, I think it's very important to just give people a bit of how does the RISA and the SA Music Award operate. RISA is formed by record labels, and both independents and major record labels, and we vote through what we call an AGM, an annual general meeting, where people like myself, who do a lot of work behind closed doors, behind, you know, the scenes in the music business for the past 20 years, we get to be voted into that particular, you know, board. When we're in that particular board, there's also other aspects that we address, things like summers, where anybody who qualifies to be a chair for that particular moment of that particular event, that particular person gets to be voted into that thing. You don't vote yourself. Okay. So the clarity on Mabala and that it's as simple as that. Okay. If you don't work hard, you don't get rewarded.
Hold it there. There's Mutsani in the Eastern Cape in Lusixiki. Welcome. Mutsani?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mutsani, welcome.
Yes, Paul.
Hi, go ahead.
Can you carry on, sir?
Yes, we are listening to you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Mutsani, welcome to the show. What's your question or comment?
Paul?
I can hear you very well, Mutsani. Oh, Mutsani is gone. Okay, sorry about that. But you showing me a CD here, which I don't know. What is it?
This CD, Paul, it's the top 10 that made it to the SABC Summer Song last year. Yeah. Now, this is the first CD that is voted for by public. There's no nominees here. I know people are used to compilations like the Grammys, they do have, but they nominated. This is purely by the votes from the people. They voted number 1 to 10. These are 10 artists of the best in Mzansi right now. So this CD is coming out end of March. This is what we're saying. We're saying thank you to all the artists as well as the fans that have voted, because of ours is different to the summer song and to the metros. We don't have nominees, we don't have judge panel. We just say people can vote for any song of their choice, and that's how they do.
Hold it there. Let's go to Googleto. Googleto, you are in Lusikisiki. Welcome.
Yes, Mpo, how are you today?
I'm well. Thanks for the call.
Yes, also greeting to your panel, sir.
Yes.
Sure. Hey, Brampo, I was also shocked when I hear that the Phantom won what you call the Song of the Year.
Yeah.
But at least Brother Owen made it loud and clear that there was this collaboration of some other artists, and since they knew maybe the Phantom can win, then now then they work together as a team. So at least now we are a little bit clear, because Nyani, on a very serious note, we're so amazed by the Phantom, the Maskanda became the Song of the Year. But at least today we are clear, so that going forward we know what to do for our artists, so that we want them to win in the near future, Paul.
Okay. Thanks very much there.
I think just on what you just said now, facing reality, I'm going to ask a very critical question. In terms of sales, who sells most in South Africa? If you know, I'll tell you now. It's Maskandi, it's gospel, because they've got loyal people. Hip-hop, it doesn't sell. We're not going to lie to you. It's a nice to have. But if you've got Maskandi, you've got money coming into, because you've got people that believe in what they do. Same applies to the men in which they voted. It's their loyalness that they've got. You go to Eastern Cape, go to KZN, you come to Gauteng, go to Mpumalanga, 4 provinces, vis-a-vis 9 provinces, with all loyal people that are voting, taking a bit of Western Cape into that particular aspect. So Mroza didn't win by mistake. Mroza didn't win because of Mabala noise. He won because he deserves to win, and is in a company that works 24/7.
No, Dlamini.
Exactly.
Why is
we work.
Why is Mabala noise taking everything?
We work. You see, if you want something here, and it clearly tells you one thing, within Mabala noise, you've got experienced people who understand the game. If you have people that don't understand the game, tough luck. Unfortunately, we can't be competing with the uncompetible people. I've been here for 20 years.
Yeah, no, I know.
And I know for a fact, if I want to get something, I know exactly how to get it, because I know this industry quite well.
Yeah, but then one of your artists goes on stage and says, hey, you know what, I pity those fellows who don't have money.
No comment. That is individual.
Do you have a budget for ensuring that artists are rewarded?
If you want to win a race, you must prepare for it. And part of the preparations, you ought to have a budget for it. Yeah, there is no beating about the bush. You ought to budget for it.
Okay.
You ought to prepare for it.
Now, is Mabala noise paying bribery to get these awards?
Who do you bribe when you are SMSing, by the way? If I may ask you that question. Who then do you bribe when you sit in and do your own SMS? You're not bribing anybody. You're actually taking your own money, hard and cash, and you're SMSing to win what you want to win. Nothing else. There's no bribery. This bribery thing is jealousy. It's people who don't know how to beat us. Unfortunately, they need to work harder than now.
But then, somebody from within your circles stands up on the podium and says, pity those who don't have money. Does he know something that we don't know? We suspect.
Unfortunately, it's his personal perspective. I'm talking about what me and I and my team are doing to win awards. Whatever he thinks or says, no comment.
And Mpoza, just to add on this Maskandi thing and the Zulu thing that people are keeping throwing in.
Yes.
They don't know the most dominating program of Maskandi is not in Ukhozi FM. It's Xhosa's. Xhosa's got the biggest Maskandi show, more than Ukhozi. And all those people know each other. The most successful Maskandi presenters, the Xhosa unfortunately passed on, may his soul rest in peace. So that's what you should know. That's how united the industry is. And people that are questioning the industry, Mpoza, as we speak, the Twitter is buzzing because of music. The most followed icons in the world are musicians. You can be popular as an actor and as a presenter, as Impo, but people that are keeping the music, the Twitter code are musicians. So music is
myself and Peter Ndoro together. I don't think we have.
Which is the number one radio station?
You know,
which is the number one radio station?
That is the fact.
It's Ukozi, and who does Ukozi have? That must stand. People must not question things they don't understand.
Okay.
Get into the system, then understand it better. We'll teach you.
So next time, do you allow foreign music into these competitions? Can a Zimbabwean enter and all the Ndoros here in Hillbrow vote for him?
I don't know.
I'm sure some others already have. Yeah,
we do have an African category this year.
Okay.
That
we're still local for now. In future, we'll be thinking about.
Okay. Well, there you go. All those Peter Ndoros must go out and vote next time for the Zimbabwean Artist of the Year in South Africa. That was question time for today. Big thank you to my guests and to you for watching the show. From me and the entire crew. Ndimwa Tabasion, Aletseng Handle.